Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. What I'm going to do today is another video where I'm going to actually offer you guys again free download from my very popular in demand Rufus / Chaka songbook. It's 14 songs. There's a list right down there. A lot of great songs. You know, I guess you look back and thanks to YouTube, you realize how many great songs that these artists had. And Rufus Chaka was a powerhouse. Now, I think I mentioned this before. It's a small world because one of the first bands I started to play in, it was a bunch of high school classmates. And next door to where we practiced, which was the bass player's house that we practiced at most of the time, the person that lived next door was Chaka. And I didn't realize that until my buddy told me. He said, "You know who that is?" I'm like, "Who is that?" It's Chaka. I was like, wow. And we actually went to her wedding because I think she's been married at least 2 times, maybe 3. I know 2 for sure. The very first guy she married, we went to her wedding. It was held in a park down the street, you know. And actually on the corner of my buddy's block was the drummer for Magnum Force. They were a big band out of Chicago. And one of their biggest hits was called Share My Love. So we grew up in an era where there was a lot of serious, big, or soon-to-be big artists in the area, you know, working on their stuff and practicing. So, like I told you guys, while we're stuck in the house, and it's interesting, I can't use the word that describes having to be in the house, and you know what that word is because I've used it in a couple other videos. I got flagged. And what I mean was, they limited the ads that run on my commercials because I used that word. So I said, okay, because I'm looking at the video and it tells me it's limited. I'm like, why is it limited? I didn't use any profanity or anything negative. And when I thought about it, it was that word. So can't use that word. But, you know, while we're here in the house, you know, it's a good idea to just try to work on some stuff, you know, because we have the time, unfortunately. And all the thing I ask for you guys is just a $7 donation, and that's not the cost or I'm charging you for the songs. That's just my time because I have to manually send you these emails with these songs because I don't have what they call Dropbox. And that's because Dropbox costs monthly. And I'm trying to eliminate any additional costs that would have to force to pass on to you guys. And then PayPal get a big chunk of that $7 too. So 14 songs. As soon as you submit your donation to $7, my PayPal is right down there. I will send you these songs immediately. A lot of great songs, you know, like I said, a lot of great songs. And what's interesting about this particular bundle, because this bundle usually costs about $30, because I have a tabbing service, $15 a song, 2 song minimum So 2 songs is $30 when I have people to say, could you show me or teach me how to play this? You get 14 songs for just a $7 donation. And what's interesting about this particular bundle is, with the exception of the latest or the last stuff that Chaka done as a solo artist, that stuff is in songbook. It's hard to find. I actually found one. But the Rufus Chaka stuff, or stuff she did with Rufus, there's no songbook. I had to do this all by ear, and I did a really good job. You know, so that's another reason why you definitely want to jump on this, because there are a lot of floating around on the internet, and I call them viruses, where I hope that word didn't get me flagged. But you have people that deliberately post stuff on the internet that they know that's wrong, and they get a kick out of that. You know, the majority of the stuff, if you try to go online and find it, they claim it's some young dude in the college dorm room tabbing it. And when they post it, it's in a different key of the song. And then my thoughts on this, because it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, the best way to learn a song is to play along with it. That's been working for decades, you know. And if you take that element away, it's going to be difficult for you to learn and get better. You know, that's how I got better or good. My dad said, go upstairs and practice. And I went upstairs to practice, close the door, turn on the record, played it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, you know, until I got better. So, you know, these tabs that you find floating around on the internet, they're in a different key. And I'm saying to myself, why are they even in a different key? And it would make sense to convert it from the key that it is off the record and change the key and then post the change of the key, because that makes no sense. Why would you change the key? Because you have to learn the song in the key of the song when you're learning it. You tab it down, okay, this is a G chord, and then you turn around and lower the key or raise it. That doesn't make any sense. The only time you would change keys is to accommodate the vocalist and their range. That's the only reason, because musicians can play in any key. That whole thing about easy song books and it's easy to play in that key, it's nonsense. That's another thing with the guitar lessons that I have, the download. I talk about stuff that makes sense, and I talk about stuff that definitely don't make any sense. And I'm just speculating here, and I could be totally wrong. Then I'm going to sign off. When you first start to take formal lessons, they tell you, we're going to give you these easy song books to play your favorite songs in easy keys. And, when you get better, we change the key. That makes no sense. Just teach me right now the chords in the key of the song, because I'm eventually have to learn them anyway. So why are we postponing it? And one reason could be, and I'm just totally speculating this, I'm dragging this out. It's still 6 months. I'm going to get a year out of this, a year of payment. But I'm just speculating. I don't think that or the majority of the song or teachers or instructors out there are deliberately trying to drag it out. They were taught that way. They were taught to teach you this way, as far as giving this easy stuff first. And then, 7 months later, we start slowly introducing them to the stuff that he came to learn in the first place. That's just pure speculation. But when I was taking lessons, I questioned that. I was like, why am I learning Mary Had a Little Lamb when the Saints Go Marching In when I'm never going to play those songs? And what's interesting about those types of songs, like, say, for instance, Barney, the Big Dinosaur, the majority of those types of songs are much more difficult than the stuff you hear on the radio now. Stuff you hear on the radio now is like 3 chords, but the Barney stuff, I've played the bass line to these songs, and I've played the guitar chords or the chords. I'm like, this ain't no walk in the park. There's a whole lot of movement going on in a less than a minute and a half song, but again, there's a much logical way to get to music land as far as playing and becoming a decent player. But I'm going to sign off now, because I could really go on about that, and I might do this in another video. But again, free download. As soon as you submit your $7 donation, PayPal right down there, I will send you over these songs. Take care.